Hey everybody, Dustin Ligeri here, taking you through Act 3, Chapter 5 of Gears of War 3, titled Brothers to the End. Now, if the title doesn't indicate it to you, I will tell you this right now. And I know you're watching a walkthrough, but there are some major spoilers that happen in this chapter. So if you don't want anything ruined for you, stop watching at about the 10-minute mark and just play through that part on yourself. Now, it is a pretty intense part of the game before the sequence that happens after it. But that's just my recommendation. If you don't want a single thing spoiled for yourself, I have to make that suggestion. So we got lambent humans running rampant, and like I said in the last walkthrough, I suggest not using a shotgun on them, just using like a regular gun, which is why I actually switch to the hammer burst for the first time in almost the entire game, because you can just kind of blind fire it and hit them. And as you can see, they don't take much to die, only 2 or 3 rounds. But I am getting swarmed like crazy right now, so I try and make sure that I stick close to my teammates. Now, there is a tactic you can use when there's a ton of enemies like this, and it's called kiting. And what you want to do is lure them into a tight corridor area. I don't know if I figure it out before the end of this video, but if you can find one spot where they'll all have to funnel into, it'll be a lot easier to take them out. I use it later for sure, but maybe not in this portion. Yeah, it looks like if I would have ran back to that doorway, I probably could have did exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, see, I'm running backwards and trying, like, just in between my teammate and that tree they were kind of funneling through, and all my bullets can just go into the meat of the pack, so to speak. Not advised to use the chainsaw because this happens. But you see what I said about kiting? Now they're all funneling into this one spot, and I can just blind fire unload on them. It makes it really easy for me.
Okay, we're clear for now.
Looks like they rerouted the pipeline through the church. Let's go.
I am not gonna end up like them. I bloody well am not.
You won't, Sam. I've got your back.
The grubs are gonna be here soon, Marcus. We're running out of time to fuel up.
All right, let's find that pump and get the fuel flowing.
Okay, so if you get turned around a little bit, just hit your left bumper and hold it to figure out where you're supposed to be going. All you gotta do is kind of run and follow this path to the next area.
That's it. Dom, we'll deal with the pump.
Thanks. But don't wait for me if anything goes wrong.
Just make it fast.
Dom's got to deal with some stuff here before we continue.
Baby, I'm sorry I couldn't bring you home. But you're with the kids now. That's home, yeah? I'll see you all again one day. Look, Marcus is busy saving the world again, so I gotta be there for him. Sleep tight, sweetheart.
So it seems that each of the acts is almost like somebody's story. In Act 1, we saw Marcus Phoenix's story. Marcus is looking for his father and trying to kill anything that gets in his way. In Act 2, we saw the goofy side with Cole, you know, running his last touchdown. And this is the story of Dominic. Now, if you haven't been following, Dominic has lost his whole family, and actually in 2 there was a pretty, well, a semi-emotional scene with his wife.
Somehow, I don't think that's the choir.
Now, moving on from the story, we have a few moments to collect items and whatnot before those lambent humans pop through that door. Right away, I run back to this little corner that I saw at the beginning of the game. Yes, it's a corner, but it's a good way to kite them all into one tight area. Here they come. See, they have to run at me around that corner. So I kind of hide here and let them soak up my bullets. And I'm blind firing for the most part, so this worked really well for me. Keep in mind, I am on normal. I don't know if they take more bullets to kill on insane. But I think this will work well with the enemy AI on most parts. Now I make the mistake of going outside and I get my butt kicked almost immediately. I'm trying to use the ammo in that gun because I know the Lancer is a solid weapon. I got pretty low there, so I decided to switch it up and go back to the Lancer.
Dizzy, we're done here.
And they're all taken out.
Dom, what's the fastest way back to the fuel station?
Just cut through the vaults under the church. It used to be an air raid shelter in the Pendulum Wars.
Better hope we've cleared out the lambent.
Ugh. Smell those emotion fumes. Never used to be like this.
Hey, Marcus. Your father thinks it's emotion that's killing Sarah, right?
Yeah. We killed to get the stuff. Now it's killing us.
Yo, Marcus, we got grubs up the highway.
Is the tanker ready to roll?
She's still spewing fuel, Marcus. I can't plug all the leaks. She ain't going nowhere.
Shit. All right, leave the damn thing. Get to the pickup.
Roger that. We'll be locked and ready to go.
Marcus, come on, we're good to go.
Alright, this is the end of the level, but we have one final stand, and it is a big one. We have locusts coming in, and later on, we are going to have some lambent. I hope you filled up on ammo before taking this part on. Right away, if the boomer does that every time, I would dive backwards and run back to avoid dying if you're playing on insane.
Watch the sides. Grapplers coming up.
Okay, the grapplers are coming up, and don't forget you can shoot the hooks, which will knock them off the ledge. See right there. I try and kick it off or something, but then I remember I can just wait until it comes up and that weird chainsaw thing happened. But yeah, you can shoot the hooks and the hooks will fall. And I figured that out later, but at this point they've managed to get behind me. Never let an enemy behind you in any video game. That's one thing Gears of War 3 did really well. So I shoot him and I'm trying to shoot the hook through his dead body. Gears of War 3 did a good job of making you have enemies on all sides at all times, meaning you're not safe. You have to constantly be moving back and forth through cover. From cover to cover, I mean. Now we got lambent humans coming in from the back. From the front, we got the locusts. And now we have regular lambent coming in from stalks on my left. Oh, great. Just keep doing your best. Take out that stalk as soon as possible, because if they're coming in through there, you are going to have a hell of a time surviving this part. Now, on normal difficulty, I got to admit, this is pretty easy. I mean, I screwed around most of the time, but if you're doing your insane playthrough for the first time, you are going to have a lot more trouble than I did. And that's why I've been trying to give you, like, insanity tips. I did play through the first 2 games on insane. Well, actually, I got to the Razor Hail part in 2, and then I just put the game down for a while. So I played through on normal, to beat that one. But most of these tips apply about how you can approach the enemy AI and little tricks you can do through the whole series. Okay, so now we have stalks all over the place. And this sequence triggers, and I'll let you enjoy it. This is one of my favorite sequences in the entire game. So I'm not going to say much, but if you need more tips finding collectibles or something, be sure to check out IGN.com.
There's too many! We're not gonna make it! Hold them off! Just hold them off! Get out of there! Jump! Tom! Tom, where are you going? Tom, what the fuck are you doing? Pulling the plug on him, Marcus! Jump, will you? Do it! Never thought it would end like this, huh? Huh, Maria? Tom! No!
Marcus! He's gone! He's gone! There's nothing you can do! Stop
Get
it!
off me! God
Stop
damn it! Let me get him out of there!
It's okay, Marcus. It's okay. Come on. We gotta go now. Your father still needs us.